1 by 2 is equal to or 50%, right? Now percentage change in quantity. What is the new quantity? 80 minus 120 divided by 120. New minus old divided by old. So we have minus 40 divided by 120. Answer going to be minus 1 by 3, which is close to 67%. So I'm ignoring minus. Why? Because minus is the relationship between price and quantity. Since we are talking about price elasticity of demand, it's always will be negative. So whether you want to write negative or whether you want to write positive, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Because negative shows the relationship between price and quantity. Did you notice something? If we find out the price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity, 0.6 or 67% divided 67. 1 by 3 is 33%. Sorry, 33.3%. My bad. Divided by 0.50. What is the answer? Can anyone tell me what is the answer? So 33.3 divided by 50 or 0.333 divided by 0.7. Elasticity is equal to minus 0.67, and that is from A to B. So remember that one. From A to B, 0.67. What if we calculate from B to A? Let's see that. So let me just erase this. But remember one thing, it is so elasticity from A to B is equal to 0.67 minus 0.67. If I don't write minus, we automatically assume that because we're talking about price elasticity of demand, there is always a negative relationship. So if the book mention only 0.67, automatically assume that there's a negative relationship. So we have now we have to calculate elasticity from B to A. So let's count first A, B. Price is, I forgot, price 4, 6, 4 and 6, quantity 120 and 80. So first of all, percentage change in price. So elasticity from B to A. Now B is old, A is new, right? From B to A. Change in price. Price is now 4 minus 6 divided by 6. What is the answer here? Minus 2 by 6, 1 by 3, or 33.3%. What is percentage change in quantity? So new quantity is 120, old quantity 80 divided by 80, which is 40 divided by 80. Answer is 1 by 2 or 50%. So percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. Answer going to be 50% divided by 33.3%. What is the answer here? Can you calculate? $1.5. Now we are confused. And why is that? So if we move from A to B, elasticity is 0.67. And if we move from B to A, elasticity is 1.5. Now we are confused. Because one method suggesting that it is less elastic, less than 1. And one method is suggesting it is more elastic. greater than 1. If elasticity is 1 greater than 1, it means the product is more elastic. And if less than 1, it means less elastic. So we are confused now. In order to remove this confusion, we use midpoint method. And what is the midpoint method? So the midpoint method is, why don't we take the midpoint of both of these quantities? So here we go. What is the midpoint? So this is just we compare. If we measure the elasticity from A to B, answer is 0.66, B to A 1.5. Now we are confused. So we have a better method called midpoint method. Midpoint method is, if we want to calculate the percentage change, do not use the formula new minus old by old or percentage change. Rather, use this formula, new minus old divided by the midpoint, new plus old divided by 2. So that will remove our confusion here. So here, if we want to calculate, so what will be the answer here? So let's just calculate for the sake of proof here. So we have A and B. We have price 4, 6, quantity 1. So quantity, sorry about that. Let me clear this stuff out here. Okay, so we have point A and B, we have price 4 and 6, we have quantity, which is 120 and 80. Now let's talk about the elasticity from A to B. Percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So let's talk about the percentage change in price. Midpoint formula. What is that? New value from A to B. So A is old now, B is new. So here we go. Percentage change in price, new value minus old value divided by midpoint of both, 6 plus 4 divided by 2, which is minus 2 plus 2 divided by 5. 10 divided by 2, answer is 5. So here, 2 divided by 5 answer would be 0.4, right? Or 40%. Exactly. 40%. While percentage change in quantity is equal to new value minus old value divided by midpoint of both. What is the answer is minus 40 divided by 100. Answer going to be, because 80 plus 120, 200, it's going to be again 40%, right? So answer going to be here, percentage change in price, in quantity 40%, in price 40%. Answer is 1. Elasticity from A to B. Now B to A. When B to A, this will become when B to A, B will be our old price. From B to A, B will be old now, A would be new. So B to A, so 6 minus 4, right? New minus, sorry, 4 minus 6, my bad. New minus old, 4 minus old divided by midpoint will be the same, 8 minus 2 by 5. Quantity, new quantity going to be 120, old quantity 80. They're going to be 40 divided by 100. Answer going to be, again, price has a negative 40 and it has a positive 40. Answer going to be 1 or minus 1. So if I write 1 or minus 1, answer is the same because we see elasticity in absolute term. So absolute is going to be 1, right? So either you move from A to B or B to A, answer is going to be the same when you apply midpoint formula. So are we clear? You understand why we are using the midpoint here? Ella, Oliver, Lancelot, Om, Sufyan, Venetia,
Yeah.
Haroon, Nicholas,
Yes.
Nana,
Yes, sir.
Priscilla, right? So here we go. So from now on, formula is the same, that elasticity is equal to percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. But how we calculate this percentage? Through midpoint formula. So this formula will become now percentage change in quantity through midpoint formula divided by percentage change in price. So whichever is easy for you to remember that one, right? Either this or either just this percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So percentage change we calculate through new minus old divided by midpoint. That's it. So we have an example here. So remember, whenever we call or we want to calculate the elasticity, always use midpoint formula to calculate percentage change. Always calculate percentage through midpoint formula, right? So that you understand, okay, from reverse, new to old or old to new, elasticity will remain the same. So we have an example here, that is, if the price of an ice cream is increased from 2 to 2.2, the amount you buy falls from 10 to 8 cones. Remember, when price increase, quantity decrease. So, I gave one example or one question in an exam, and I just intentionally did that. Price increased from 2.2 and quantity also increased from 10 to 12. Is this follow law of demand or not? When price increase, quantity must decrease. So this doesn't follow the law of demand, so we cannot calculate price elasticity of demand. This may follow the law of supply, but cannot follow law of demand. So be very careful regarding the relationship between price and quantity when we are talking about price elasticity of demand. When we talk about demand, then price and quantity are inversely related. Price increase, quantity decrease. So same percentage change in price. Sorry, percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So we have quantity from 10 to 8, which means new value 8, old value 10. 8 to 10 divided by midpoint. Price new 2.2, 2.2 minus 2 divided by midpoint. Answer is, so you see, here is minus, but they didn't put minus here. This is the book example from your reading material, right? So this is absolute 2.2